What is up, Obscure Tech people? A little bit of a weird one today. So when I moved into my residence I live in now, it came with an above ground pool, 25 foot, about 4 foot deep. I had no idea what I was doing with pool maintenance. I had no idea how to treat a pool, how to clean the bottom of a pool. I just didn't know. So I went on Amazon looking for pool stuff just to get an idea of what was out there. And what I found that I grabbed first was the AIPER Robotic, AIPER SE, I think, Robotic Pool Cleaner, which is, it's a pool robot. And the way it moves is it blows air out the front to go one way, air out the back to go the other. Then the bottom, which I just used it, picks up things in these little slots where these brushes are right here. Yeah. Brushes and slots. Anyways, this thing was just a little over. Now I'm wet. That's what she said. It was just a little over $100, and pool robots out there are freaking expensive. So does a cheap one get the job done? Let's check it out. Yep. Power on. You hear a beep. Get it submerged a little bit. Away she goes. And off to the races goes Brian. We have dubbed him Brian the pool robot. He will blow air out the back flap, which makes him go forward, and then it can sense when it runs into a wall, and then air will blow out the front flap, sending him in the opposite direction. It'll run for about 90 minutes, and you'll see the results of what he's done, even in a cleanish pool. I say cleanish because there's a few spots over here, but mostly clean. There's a few dark spots. So once you get the pool robot out, there's just 2 clips, one on each side, and then you can lift the top off, and you can essentially see what exactly it has done and removed from the floor of your pool. And if you can't tell, even though my pool was fairly clean, it still got all this. And I can see the bottom of my pool literally perfectly. Then we're just gonna spray this off, spray this out, plug this back in after I make sure it's dry, just because I'm careful, and run it again in a few days, just because the pool was not that dirty yet. Look at that. And that, all that came out of what I thought was a mostly clean pool. And this little, sub $150 robot did that. So yeah, this thing has actually been kind of a lifesaver for me, getting algae out of the bottom of the pool after treating with chlorine, getting leaves out of the bottom of the pool, which luckily I don't have many trees around close to the vicinity of the pool. So there's just some little leaves and it picks those up. My son lost a necklace. It got it for him. It's a pretty solid little unit. That's what she said, for just a little over $100. So I do highly recommend it instead of diving into a super expensive one. I will upgrade eventually, and I'll bring that to you too, but the AIPER SE does do the job, and it does it well enough. It does get stuck behind my pool ladder sometimes. That's the biggest issue I have so far, but I think I'm just going to have to block off the sides of the pool ladder, and then this thing will keep on going. And my pool, the bottom, the surface, it is a little lumpy. It's not super smooth, and for the most part, it does well. It gets stuck once every 10 uses. It'll hit just that wrong little lump and kind of get stuck. But for the most part, for a little over $100, I highly recommend it.